Over 2 days in the High Tatras, we explored glacial lakes, pine forests, and cascading waterfalls, all without the tourist crowds found in the Alps. In this video, we cover what we did, where we stayed, how we got around without a car, and how to avoid unnecessary ticket fees. First, to explore the High Tatras, we chose to station ourselves in Poprad. This is one of the bigger towns in the area and has everything we need like a supermarket, restaurants, and cafes. Accommodations also run cheaper than the other mountain towns, and we stayed at a basic pension near the train station. Nothing remarkable, but clean and affordable. The beauty of basing in Poprad is how easy it makes getting around. It's linked to the Tatras via the Tatra Electric Railway, one of the oldest electric mountain railways in Europe. You're connected to all major trailheads, and the rides are pretty scenic themselves, with views almost as enjoyable as the hikes. Now here's where we made our first mistake. There's a €1 fee if you buy train tickets at the station counter and a €2 fee if you buy it on the train. But if you buy them online, such as on this app, there's no extra fee. Our second mistake was paying for one-way tickets. See, it actually costs €4 for a one-way journey, but for €6 you can buy a whole day hop-on hop-off ticket. If you're going to and from Poprad like us, a whole day ticket actually saves more money. Anyway, on our first day, we wanted to do the hike from Štrbské Pleso to Poprad-Tatry Pleso. It's said to be one of the most scenic and accessible routes in the High Tatras, taking you from one glacial lake to another with mountain views along the way. So we took the train from the Poprad-Tatry station to the Štrbské Pleso station, which takes about an hour. If you have a paper ticket, make sure to validate it in the yellow machine on the train. At Štrbské Pleso, the starting point, we found people rowing boats across the lake and families laying picnic blankets along the shore. We spent some time walking around the perimeter in silence. During the communist era, the Tatras were a rare taste of alpine beauty without crossing any borders. Indeed, the serene waters framed by the Rocky Mountains looked truly beautiful.
Soft light falls on quiet sand. You almost leaned in.
While you're here, make sure to keep an eye out for these quirky wooden carvings. They're a traditional art that's been part of Tatra culture for generations. Once we were ready to move along, there were easy signs to follow to Poprad-Tatry Pleso. Along the way, there are souvenir stores too if you want to pick something up. We saw lots of families with young children making this hike, as it's quite easy.
We'll always have that sunrise. We'll always have that sunrise.
It took about 1.5 hours to reach Poprad-Tatry Pleso, following the red trail markers. In between, there was a small spring where you could take a swim. One thing to note, the trail isn't shaded, so bring sunscreen and a hat. Poprad-Tatry Pleso had the same postcard perfect lake as Štrbské. It was also the common lunch stop for, well, everyone. There seemed to be two options for a hot meal. The first is Tova Hata, a tourist mountain hut. Since it was crowded, we ate at the Horski Hotel canteen instead. Nothing fancy, but it got the job done. The next day, we chose to hike around Hrebienok. We started at Starý Smokovec station, which is a train stop from Poprad about 25 minutes away. From there, we followed the green trail to Hrebienok, which was 50% shaded, albeit a little uneven. It takes about an hour to reach it, and is paved most of the way, making it easier than yesterday's hike. Alternatively, you can take the funicular up for €15. But we didn't want to spend on that. The trail was easy enough for young children. At Hrebienok, you can check out more souvenirs or grab a drink or meal at a cafe restaurant. But brace yourself, in the mountain towns, cafes don't seem to serve drinks with ice. Only Poprad cafes seem to have that luxury, so consider yourself warned. After a break, we headed up toward the cold stream waterfalls. This series of small cascades sits in a forested valley, and there are about 2 to 3 spots to enjoy it. It's worth seeing them all rather than stopping at just the first viewpoint, and we were surprised how close we were able to get to some spots. The next part was easily one of our favorite stretches of the entire trip. We followed the signs to Rainer's Cottage, the oldest hut in the Tatras. We were hiking under clear blue skies with fir trees and greens stretching as far as we could see, feeling properly far from any city concrete. The rocky cottage is a nice spot with shaded tables to rest and enjoy the mountain views. They sell drinks here, but only room temperature ones. After resting our feet for a few minutes, we headed back down via the green trail. Back in Starý Smokovec, there are actually lots of shops, cafes and restaurants. It's a good alternative to Poprad if you don't mind paying higher accommodation prices and drinking iceless soda. We had a simple lunch here before heading back. We had most of our meals in Poprad. The town has an interesting number of Vietnamese eateries with really authentic dishes. We had sought to miss proper Asian cuisine after a day or two, so this was important. There's also a mall with a food court with good food at a budget. So that's the High Tatras. On the way here, we spent 2 days in Bratislava, the whimsical capital of Slovakia. Click here to see what we did there.